Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So today is maintenance day for my client who came in and said that she is in definite need of a relaxer and some TLC in her hair. So we are going to go ahead and get her relaxed and prepared, and then you guys get to see the finished style. Now don't forget to watch all the way to the end so you guys can see how it looks. Now, to start the relaxer process, a lot of you don't know that you can actually use our hair repair and growth balm as a protectant around the hairline. So I like to go and just apply a little bit of the hair repair and growth balm literally around the nape area, over the ears, and right at the hairline on the forehead. This is going to help to protect those sensitive areas during the relaxer process. And of course, it is going to soothe those areas as well because our hair repair and growth balm contains Australian beeswax, and it also contains a lot of natural essential oils that are great for the hair, scalp, and of course, the scalp is known as the skin. Now I'm applying her relaxer to the nape area first. As you guys could clearly tell when we were looking at her hair, it is definitely doing the natural in that area. And a word to the wise is if you do have a shortcut or a pixie cut, keep in mind that the sides and the back, which includes the occipital bone area and the nape of the neck, typically get relaxed a lot more than the crown area of the head. Now, because she has not had a relaxer in quite some time, I did go ahead and relax her entire head. So this would be considered what we call a retouch relaxer. But you do have the option to just relax the sides and the nape area. That's something that I do on a constant basis with my hair. I like my crown to be nice and full. So I kind of reserve relaxing my crown as often as I do my sides and my back. Now within a relaxer, I definitely am going to always say to make sure that you are rinsing thoroughly. And because I did do a relaxer, this particular service, I am going to condition her first. And then I rinse the conditioner out within 2 to 5 minutes. So I'm not scratching or, being aggressive with the scalp at this point because the hair or the scalp is still not back to its traditional pH. It is still going through this process, but the cuticle is wide open. So this is the perfect time for the conditioner. Now, of course, I always recommend that you follow the manufacturer specifications when you are doing any form of chemical service or even when it's not a chemical service. Why? Because the manufacturer has designed those different products with specific purposes and have specific usage. So definitely don't try to improvise, you guys. Just follow the instructions that you're given, and that is going to ensure that you are not putting yourself at harm or even messing with your hair in the wrong way. Now I am going to normalize her first, or you can also call this neutralize. So I'm normalizing her on the first step, and I like to give a gentle scrub. Now, if the client had any form of aggravation or irritation during the relaxer process, at that point, I do refrain from doing any type of manipulation unless requested. And I also recommend watching your water temperature because extremely warm water on a relaxed hair doesn't work out. Now I'm going to create a cocktail with the normalizing shampoo as well as our hair repair and restoration sulfate-free shampoo 2.0. This is what we call a cocktail. So of course I am going to be normalizing her, but at the same time I am aiding the hair with our hair repair and restoration shampoo. It is a strengthening shampoo, so it is definitely going to help to protect the integrity of her hair. Well, no matter if she's relaxed or natural, you guys, you can cocktail any one of our Elite hair care products, excluding the protein treatment. And I say this all the time because I want you guys to get into the habit of cocktailing during your hair care and really homing in on giving your hair exactly what it needs and when it needs it. Now, of course, in between every shampoo and in between every conditioner, I always highly recommend that you rinse thoroughly before going into your styling or conditioning phase. Now, once I was done with the normalizing process, she did ask to put on a hair color. So now is the time that we're going to definitely talk a little bit about hair color. For those of you that are relaxed, I never really recommend using demi-permanent colors. Traditionally, semi-permanent colors work extremely well, especially with freshly relaxed hair. And then at the same time, demi-permanent colors can sometimes cause additional shedding over time, and you don't really want to set yourself up for that problem. So semi-permanent is definitely a good way to go. Now, once she is done with the color process, I am applying some of our Hydra Strength Leave-In Spray 2.0, and then I'm also applying some of our Shield Heat and Humidity Protectant Spray because she will be going under the dryer and she could possibly be getting curled at the same time. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence to protect, again, the integrity of her hair, which is really my job at this point. Now, to mold her or wave her, because we're actually doing waves today, I am using our Elite Silk Wrap Foam. Now, because she has a short cut, I'm able to do this as what we consider as comb waves. Now, of course, you can do this as the traditional finger wave. You can add gel to it if you need to. What I found is when hair is freshly relaxed, specifically a short style like her, I'm able to do just your comb waves and be nice and free-handed with it. I don't have to add any gel to the hair because the hair is nice and flat, and that wrap foam is going to leave the hair in its direction that I have it styled. And then I can just use a little bit of goddess polish and spritz at the end to make it nice and firm so that we are protecting those waves and she doesn't have to be under the dryer for 18 million years. Now, with me using the wrap foam on her already relaxed and nice and short hair, she was under the dryer for about 30 minutes maximum, and that was the entire dry time for the actual wave service. Now, of course, if you like to do it the finger wave way where you're using two combs or even the fingers, you are welcome to do so. There is no wrong or right way to this. And then I always like to tell people, no matter if you are doing comb waves or finger waves, what you want to think in your head is always the C shape. C shape, C shape. So if you are holding down the previous wave, you are going to literally make that hair back into a C shape going the opposite direction. That is the easiest way to make it understandable. Now, if your hair is a lot longer, like how she is in the point where she's like kind of like a medium shortcut, then of course you're not going to be able to just glide your comb straight through the hair and go wave to wave. So just give yourself a little bit of grace, be a little bit patient, and just take your time and wave the hair little by little. This is something that when I say is so easy to do, and it can definitely give you that oomph when it comes onto your styling. If you're short and you don't necessarily always want to do the curls and all that, waving is definitely going to be your go-to, and it's something that you can do week to week, and then of course shampoo and condition your hair and do it again. Now, just a reminder, you guys, if you are new here and you haven't already done so, go ahead and click that subscribe button and share our video with your family and friends. And as always, I always ask you guys to comment down below and tell us what you guys thought about the finished look. Now, when she got from under the dryer, I did, like I said, spray her with a little bit of spritz. I also like to spray my clients with our goddess polish because the goddess polish is going to really seal the deal, number one. Number two, it's going to add that gloss to the hair, and it's going to help to be a barrier between the spritz and the client's hair. So you really want to make sure that you are protecting your hair as best as possible and never really skip out on confirming or ensuring that you are protecting your hair because it's all you have. Once it's gone, it's gone. So we want to make sure that you never lose it by utilizing, of course, all of your Elite hair care products. Now, another thing that I would definitely recommend whenever you get a style like this, be easy when it comes on to you messing with it or utilizing your hands and playing in your hair, because you can definitely disturb your wave and then we'll have to do this all over again because there's really no fixing of a wave. Now that she's all dry and she is ready to go, I'm going to top her off with a little bit more goddess polish. And then, of course, I asked you guys to comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about the finished style. Tell me what you guys thought about the comb waves. And lastly, don't forget that our 50% off sale ends tonight at midnight. Use code 50OFF now.